45,000 people have fled from western Mosul in recent weeks as Iraqi forces, backed by the U.S. military, try to retake the city from ISIS. More than 200,000 have been displaced in the battle over Iraq's second largest city. Holly Williams is in northern Iraq.
There were reports today of heavy clashes in western Mosul between US-backed Iraqi forces and the ISIS militants they're trying to drive out of the city. The extremists used at least 6 suicide car bombs, according to the Iraqis. Those are vehicles laden with explosives and driven at high speed towards the front line. A new ISIS propaganda video shows them being deployed, an improvised and deadly weapon that ISIS has relied upon in the street-to-street fighting in Mosul. 12 people, including children, are being treated for possible exposure to a chemical weapon in Mosul over the last week. The International Committee for the Red Cross said their symptoms are consistent with those inflicted by a blister agent, including vomiting, coughing and blisters. The battle to retake Mosul from ISIS began in October, 2 years after the extremists captured the city. ISIS was pushed out of the eastern half of Mosul in January, and the fight for the western half began just over 2 weeks ago. Deadly clashes have already forced more than 200,000 people from their homes in Mosul, according to the United Nations. The fighting is now moving closer to the city's historic centre and to the mosque where ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi preached in July 2014, declaring himself the leader of a so-called Islamic State. That state is now in retreat, under assault in both Iraq and Syria by local ground forces and US coalition airstrikes, and losing territory and fighters. Lieutenant General Stephen Townsend, the top US commander here in Iraq, recently predicted that ISIS would be defeated in both Mosul and Raqqa, its stronghold in Syria, in the next 6 months. Elaine.
Holly, thanks.